What is going on, guys? Welcome to Big Beard and Friends. We have the police going by in the background. You never know what's going to happen here. Episode 77. And in this episode, I am actually going to talk about ups and downs and twists and turns. And I'm actually sitting right now in the car rider line getting my children, getting ready to get my kids. But you know what? Why don't you check this right here out and you'll see where I went with the video. And I was actually hanging out at Marty's house. Yeah, so the rest of that video will come next week. All right, check this out, guys. What's going on, guys? I'm over here at Marty's place watching his animals in his place while he's gone. And, it's got me thinking why we actually have these things in our lives. There are so many people who do have some serious things wrong with them. And what I mean is in their lives, they don't care. They're not going to give up, okay? Some people can't give up. Some people want to give up. Some people want to see the world burn. Some people want to watch it grow. But what got me is the fact that so many people really do way more than we think depend on that niceness, depend on that smile, depend on the goodness of others just to make it through their day. We don't realize that. And those who don't realize that, they think it sounds absurd. But what I'm saying is we have twists, we have turns, we have ups and downs. And we got to all realize that we all know one thing. And we all want one thing. We want good things to come our way. And a lot of us don't know how to do it and don't know how to reciprocate it back when it happens to us. And I think it's very important, I really do, that we learn exactly how to do that. And how do you do that? How do we do that? How do we put back what we have had happen to us? It's actually really, really simple. How? Be kind. Doesn't cost anything. Smiling at somebody, telling them you done a good job, telling them all kind of things that if it ain't authentic, don't say it. If you don't genuinely, sorry about that. If you don't genuinely feel what you're going to say to somebody is real, then don't say it. Like me, I can't help but talk about how my experiences, in life, or stuff that I've ascertained, to give back to somebody, to say it back to them, to tell them a story or share them too much for people. And that actually is what actually angers me, is when I'm really, really trying, and I've got like everybody's in room, attention in the room. And what I mean by trying, like I'm telling a story, I'm in the middle of it, and I'm thinking, this is what they need to hear. And there's always one person who absolutely messes it up for everybody in the room, but like making fun of me or saying something they shouldn't say. Or it's not that, most people that hear that go, oh, well, they can do what they want. I don't care what you think of me. That's fine. You can have that attitude, but you got to remember, through your ups and your downs and our trials and tribulations, and all of the things that we have going on, we also have twists and turns. And I think people forget that. We have ups, downs, twists, turns, all these things. And what are these twists and turns? This is the twists and turns, or like the hills that we battle that people don't realize. And sometimes all it does really take is a smile. Or all it does really take sometimes is to tell somebody they've done a good job. I think we forget these things. I'm over here, getting things done at Marty's house, tending to his animals, doing what I got to do. And I'm still trying to talk to you and tell you, this is what we're going to do for today's episode. You know, this is what this episode is right now. I don't have a lot of stuff to put on here as far as stuff on the screen or stuff that I'm gonna animations and you know, this is raw. This is real. I'm here with animals. I'm here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 14 animals. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely dig this. I love this. I think it's really cool that, you know, somebody let me in their home, but I've also known them for a while, to take care of their family or their house, to do what I had to do. Did some extra things, which actually has nothing to do with nothing. I just, because I was like treating it like I lived here, so I want to do these things. So, you know, certain things I didn't ask, he didn't ask for. Am I struggling is what I'm getting at? Am I, you know, down and out? No, not necessarily. Do I feel like I know some people who are struggling? Yes. Do I always want to try my best to give somebody some good things? Yes. Do people tell me on a daily basis, you're just too much? Yes. Do people come to me and say, I just can't handle you. I can't handle him. I don't understand what he's doing. He's all over the place. And then some people come to me and they go, by the time I realize what you said, I realize, oh, and then I'm over it because you're like already 10 minutes ahead of whatever you're talking about. And I just can't, my brain, I can't, you're just too quick for me. And it's not that. What I hear is I can't comprehend normal people. Now, did I say I was normal? Heck no, I did not. Did I say I'm here at Marty's place giving you the good, encouraging words? I'm trying. Do I have ups and downs and twists and turns? Yeah. I told you I was going to be transparent. Do I have things that I go through? Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Do I struggle? Yeah. Yes, I do. Am I afraid and ashamed to tell you? I used to be. If a guy like me is trying to tell anybody, this is my opinion now, it's not biased, it's true, trying to tell anybody to do right or to do what they're supposed to do, I feel like people should listen. I also believe that you should tell people how they feel, how you feel. Tell them exactly. Because some people want to walk over you. Some people aid and they're the catalyst for your down and out. And people do realize that, but a lot of people don't. Twists and turns are about the obstacles. Ups and downs is what life is. You see, we have a straight path in life. You think, right? That's your idea. You got ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know this. So when the twist and the turns and the trials and the tribulations come your way, it may be easier said than done to some, and I'm struggling. I'm not trying to say it came easy. It comes easy, shall I, put it that way. That's not at all what I'm doing. I'm just simply trying to say that people out there do care. People out there are struggling. They care enough. Not only that people care about each other, but there's people who care that just literally want. They want that encouraging smile or word. I promise. It's out there. I'm not necessarily one of those people. I like giving it. I find inspiration in different ways, and I try to tell people what I think they want to hear, what they need to hear, or and I try not to be mean at the same time. But sometimes being blunt is too much for people. I read something the other day that I quoted myself on, is what's weird, but I read that Facebook had reminded me, so I did read it, but it was me, if that makes sense. And I had quoted somebody, I forgot it, if you decide to keep making a bad mistake, after a while, it's a decision. So when people are trying to get out of these decisions, which are way harder than you think for some, people are struggling, I promise you. They see me out here all the time and they wonder, oh, look, he's always in a good mood. You ever heard some of the people that make you laugh the most or struggling the most for whatever reason it may be? A lot of people don't understand that at all. They think that things are in people's head. They think that, whatever the thought may be, it's wrong. You got to learn to be kind through the unkindness. Never let them see. Never let them see, because that is where, if somebody is going to reciprocate something, if they are going to give back, if they are going to do back, most people tend to give back the negativity for whatever reason. It's weird. So we need more. We need more good is what I'm saying. Y'all know this. I told you this episode's going to be all over the place. I had been here a little bit before I started filming this, but 77. I mean, come on. There's no telling. I'm over here using Marty's, I'm using his oven, making my breakfast because I got here early. Wow, smell look good too. So, that's really good. All right, we'll let those sit there. But, all in all, the purpose of this episode is to really bring you the realness. You're going to start seeing cameras, angles, and perspectives from other people in the friends here. From there, they're going to walk around with the camera. I'm going to give them like a week of footage, and then they'll give it back to me, and then I'll go through it and see what's going on, and we'll see where they stand in that. In other words, we'll get the perspectives of other people, and it'll be kind of cool, I think, because you've always seen my face. So you got Big Beard and Friends. Now it's time to follow the friends around. And when I tell you that I'm working on things, I really am. Not that nobody doubted that, or even if you care, but I really am working on these things. People are getting involved. They're trying because they're starting to see, like, look, this dude's not giving up. And I'm not. Just keep going. That's what all the whole world is about. We all know this one thing, and it's that we don't know. We know if you have religion, that's what we're about. If you don't have religion, that's what we're about. If you care, if you don't care, that's what we're about. Now, what do I mean? That's what we're about. What are you saying, Big Beard? Any and everything you can love. You don't have to like all things. Just because somebody does something differently than you want to hate them? I don't believe in that. Because that is how some people live in their heads. Some people have never shown any one person exactly how they feel. If you're one of those people, I'm sorry. Some people don't have a clue as to what it's like to tell somebody, this is who I am, or to be their self. So yeah, maybe in the way that people have been telling me, maybe I am a rarity. Maybe you're the rarity. Or perhaps we're just all the same. People just hate to admit it. Now, the decisions that we make and the things that we go through, the trials and tribulations, the twists and turns I was talking about, now that's hard. That's on everybody. Everybody's got one. One, meaning a bad time with this or a bad time with that. Now, what you do with these things is completely up to you. But it gets me thinking. I try my best to try to speak the way that I think, or the things that people are going through that I think that we all go through. Not everything I'm going to go through, you're going to go through, and you go through, I'm going to go through, and vice versa. But I'm saying, folks, Be kind. Why wouldn't you want to be kind? We don't know the power of a smile. You don't. We think we talk all this and it's just this and that. Nope, let me burn my hands here as well. You think it's just this and that and water on the bridge when it comes down to it, meaning, oh, well, everybody struggle. It is what you make it, okay? It is what you make it. So if you make it good, wouldn't you want to, you see what I'm saying here? The purpose of this video is to say that prospectively, I do and live and want genuinely people, there go with my bad word again, people to be happy. I do. Why is it bad to want somebody else to succeed? Why is that bad? Now, if you might not think it's bad watching, and I don't think it's bad. There's people that do. The jealousy, the twists and turns I keep talking about. Some people see people trying to make it and they go, oh, they hating on them. And in reality, they really don't even know why they're hating on them. It's for the simple fact, subconsciously, they're doing it, not me. Or they're doing something that I can't. That's what it comes down to. It's not about making. It's not about trying to be or better than somebody. It's not a competition. I tell my kids this all the time. It just comes down to being nice. I don't know what to say. I really don't. I'm trying to wing this episode, but I'm trying to be nice about it. Like, how do you be, I mean, see? I don't know. How are you mean? How are we mean to people? Like, certain things. Now, I'm going straight to people, who I think don't talk about things. I say I'm going to people. I feel like people don't talk as much as they should. And we know this. It's not just a feeling. About sharing your emotions with people. Now, if it means necessarily, cussing somebody out and doing this and doing that, if that's really what it comes down to, where you got to stand up for yourself, yeah, don't mistake the kindness for weakness. I'm talking a good game, right? I'm talking about some positive stuff, and I'm not trying to be negative because that's not who I am. But let me tell you something. I make a good friend, but I make a bad, bad enemy. I'm not trying to be one of these people who are going to be so positive that they're going to let people walk over them, like not say something. Really? You have to be strong. You have to be you. Because somebody's always watching you. Which for me is my children. So we're not going to do these things. But we will let people know. I mean, the P's and Q's are different. Like out in public, you have a disagreement or something. You don't necessarily jump people's bones. But if they come to your home, or if they try some dumb stuff, or if they even think that you're often playing, and they're really, really testing the waters to see how bad they can push the buttons, yeah, I don't do that. That's a whole different side that I don't talk about, but we'll just drop that right there. Guys, listen. Whatever you're going through, the bottom line is be inspired, be tough, and be you. For real. And when you do that, you do motivate your mind, and you will move your ass. I mean, that's what we have to do. Thanks for joining me tonight. I had some clips I was going to show, but I'm going to save them from next week because I've been real busy. Been doing this all week. And on top of, my home life and then coming here to Marty's, which is fine. We talked about this and I chose this. This is great. This week has been absolutely great. So what are those three things what are those three? Oh, yeah. Love, peace, chicken grease. Later, guys.
Presentations.